There is a new iPhone in town, the iPhone 12 series, and I decided to come up with 12 things you need to do on your iPhone to help you keep your phone for a longer period. Yes, and I hope this would help out. I'm Delpy, and let's get this party started. The iPhones have evolved over the period of time, but recently they keep on just photocopying stuff and then making some minimal changes on the devices, which I don't want to go in now. But this particular video is not specifically for just the iPhone 12. Any other iPhone has all these things I'm going to mention in there that you have to do to make your iPhone last longer in your hands. I don't want to waste so much time like I usually do. Let's just move right in. Now, the first step is for you to set up your iPhone. It's general, both Android and iOS, but we are talking about iOS. What you have to do is to set up your iPhone. Now, by setting up your iPhone, what I mean is to create a new Apple ID. That is if you're a new person, or if you're not, you just have to sign into your iCloud account and all that. Make sure you do the setup process efficiently, finish everything quickly, and then that basically sums everything up for the setup process. Now, the second part, you need to make sure you set up your security features immediately. Now, by security features, what I mean is Face ID, PIN, and a fingerprint if you are using an older version of the iPhone. Now, I'll be focusing more on the Face ID since this is a very new feature that has been around for a couple of years now. So when setting up your Face ID, what you have to do is to make sure you add an alternate face or an alternate appearance, which basically means that if you're somebody like me, I wear glasses, I'll probably take my glasses off and then use the Face ID when I'm scanning to, have these two faces of me in my glasses and me without my glasses. And that makes it very secure. So when I'm not in my glasses, which I rarely do, when I'm not in my glasses, I can then use the Face ID to unlock my phone. When I'm in the glasses too, I can use the Face ID to unlock my phone. And with the ladies, you can set an alternate appearance, which would then make you use the iPhone when you're on makeup or not. So you just use an alternate part where you try and then do some makeup and then try and then set it up. Then you clean the makeup and then set it up with your natural face, and then you're good to go. I mean, the ladies mostly do that and they need that. The next option or the next part about Face ID is for you to make sure you select the require attention for Face ID option. Now, what this does is when you're asleep, somebody can't use your face to lock it because the sensors in the notch will then make sure the main focus to unlock your phone using the Face ID is your eyeballs or your pupil or your iris or whatever they do with the eyes there. So you only be able to open the phone when you are awake or when your eyes are wide open. If your eyes are not wide open or if your eyes are just closed, you can't unlock the phone. You can only unlock it if your eyes are open. And this also helps this also helps because it prevents people who would want to open your phone, your spouses, your wives, the jealous ones who would want to know what's going on your phone and try to scan it when you're asleep. That's not going to happen. They're going to be very disappointed and shocked. The devil is going to surprise them. Now, done with the security features, what you have to go ahead and do is to set up your backup and restore options. So if you're migrating from an older iPhone, you just have to restore your previous stuff you're doing, your contacts, your documents and other stuff. But if you're new, you have to make sure you set up a backup option. Yes. So that in case you mistakenly lose the phone, you don't really lose everything you have on it. Yes. So make sure you set up your backup. Now, the biggest feature of an iPhone, Find My iPhone, your iCloud. So make sure you set up your Find My iPhone quickly, immediately, in case you have slippery hands. Who knows, you might slip them and then might fall somewhere, you might not get it again. But then when you have your Find My iPhone working on the phone, you can just go somewhere on your computer, type in a couple of stuff and then find or try tracking the device, which is that is one thing I applaud the Apple ecosystem for, because it's very easy to track your iPhone once you have the Find My iPhone turned on. Note that as well. Now to the big part of every smartphone, the battery optimization. I would like you to take notice of these things too as well when you get your new iPhone. First off, make sure you've checked the battery health. Anything less than 99%, it's not good. Send it back to your dealer or retailer or wherever you purchased it from, except for the fact that you actually bought it secondhand, which means that you bought it from somebody who had used it already. Also, make sure you always charge your phone from 19% to 86% and not 100% all the time. I wouldn't say don't charge your phone to 100%, but then you have to charge it to 100% because definitely you need a full battery, but don't do it constantly. Make it stay between 19 to 86%, since that actually helps you to maintain 100% battery health. Nobody wants their iPhone battery health to fall between 99% because once that happens, it's a big disaster. Still on the batteries, do not use a fast charger if you don't have to, because using a fast charger that doesn't really support a phone that uses the exact wattage. Let's say you're using an 18-watt fast charging adapter to charge a 5-watt fast charging device, you're going to stress the battery a lot, and that would also contribute to affect the battery's health, and that is not what you want. So please take notice of that too. Okay, so now let's talk about the cameras. If you're an iPhone user, you need to turn on these settings to enable your camera stand out in performance. First off, make sure you turn on HEIC, which is hike mode or hike format for your pictures and images, since it does really well in maintaining the quality. Secondly, make sure you turn or you switch your video format between 1080p and 60 frames per second or 4K at 30 frames per second. And now really recommend that you stay within 1080p 60 frames per second. There's not much of a difference, but then staying at 1080p 60 frames per second would actually help you maintain quality and reduce the size, you know, to help you keep more storage on your phone, because most of the things that really drain the iPhone storage is pictures, images, and videos, and sometimes their apps. Make sure you enable True Tone on your iPhone when you're going out, since it really brings out the vividness and the true color of anything you take a picture of, or maybe on your display or anything at all. So these are 12 things you need to do on your new iPhone 12 or any other iPhone. They are not 12 yet. That was the 11th point. Now the 12th point is for you to keep your iPhone in your pocket and stop showing it to people. You don't want to see it. Shout outs to Senano Aaron for helping me with this, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm Delpy, and thanks for watching. I hope you had a ton of information to learn from this. I hope to catch you guys in another one. Stay safe and peace out.